Christmas Eve, everyone! Can you believe this delightful year is almost over? I am Jennifer Bennett, Art Director at Reformation Productions, a full-service marketing agency located in Holly Jolly, Buford, Georgia. And this is Marketing with the Misses, Ho Ho Holiday Edition. Now, for those of you that might follow the Straight Shot Marketing Podcast, which is the podcast that I co-host with my husband and agency president, B. Zachary Bennett, you may remember that back in September, we did an episode all about immersive experiences. We talked about Disney and Universal Studios, as well as temporary pop-up experiences from some of the other, top brands in the country. Now, if you haven't seen that, you should. So look for Straight Shot Marketing Podcast wherever you eat your podcast content. Then look for an episode called Immersive Experiences. I really think you'll enjoy it. In fact, I think you'll enjoy it so much, and all of our episodes, that I encourage you to binge on a healthy diet of Straight Shot this holiday weekend, while you are dodging Aunt Marjorie's figgy pudding, or whatever that is. Anyways, today I wanted to tell you about a cool immersive experience I had this past weekend. Okay, so I'm meeting some friends for lunch, and I let them pick the place. Now, they blindly select this burger joint down the street based on things like positive reviews, delicious food, boring stuff like that. Anyways, so, we were certainly in for a treat when we pulled into the parking lot. When what to my wandering eye should appear? But our local burger joint had completely been transformed into a Home Alone-inspired pop-up bar and grill called McAllister's Christmas, after Macaulay Culkin's character Kevin McAllister, paying homage to the home in which our titular character instigated some pretty harrowing antics on two hapless, helpless, hopeless, witless ne'er-do-wells. Now, I know you have all seen this movie. Online shaming alert. If you have not seen this movie, shame on you. You are missing out on some pretty killer low-budget home protection ideas, and I suggest that you watch it right now. Okay, so back to the burger joint. So they created an immersive experience for their customers. They offered a little bit of nostalgia and fun to their menu, which honestly is super greatly appreciated right now during this COVID Christmas kerfuffle. First of all, they replaced their outdoor signage to say McAllister's Christmas, and that can be easily seen from the road, which certainly brought people in who might not have even known this was happening. Once we stepped inside, it was like Home Alone fangirl heaven. There was broken ornaments, matchbox cars, feather and glue hung from strands from the ceiling. Now, again, if you don't know what any of this represents, it's because you haven't seen the movie, and I just can't process that kind of toxicity in my life right now. The walls were adorned with posters from the movie, along with pizza boxes and a BB gun. There was even a band knocking out some smooth Christmas tunes, and the staff all wore masks, of course, and festive outfits. They even had Home Alone-inspired bar menu items where all of the drinks were named after memorable quotes from the movie. I'll have a Fuller Wets the Bed. That sounds delicious. What? Now, this whole experience was a treat to stumble into. Now, was it expensive for over-the-top burger bar to pull this off? Maybe. But customers pay big money for nostalgia. And boy, did they have customers. There was a 45-minute wait, even during COVID, and a limited menu. You could say that the expense probably was worth it for the over-the-top burger bar. So how does one make a pop-up experience? Well, the main idea of a pop-up is that it celebrates the fleeting trend of like a holiday or maybe a season or maybe even a movie or TV show like McAllister's Christmas over-the-top burger bar. The key ingredient to making it a pop-up is that it is time limited. However, there's no set amount of time that it takes to make it a pop-up. I mean, it can be there for one night, or 1 week, 1 whole month, 3 months. The only requirement is that it's temporary. Now, these little immersive experiences seem like so much fun, But there is a lot that goes into pulling one off. And my advice is go big or go home. I mean, if you're going to go through the trouble of doing one of these, go all out. The more details and decor you can conjure up ensures that your customers feel the pop-up theme is authentic and truly immersive. So take real time to develop your product menus and lay out the right look and feel. Okay, also, now this is an important note, so wake up and pay attention. If you are using a theme that is copyrighted, like a whole Home Alone themed restaurant or a Charlie Brown Christmas, you may need to pay a licensing fee. If you intend on displaying copyrighted material to a public audience, you will need a public use license. No, don't freak out. Getting this license is actually pretty easy and surprisingly affordable. Think somewhere between $250 to $600 generally. Now, if you're going to do something huge, then maybe it will be more. The two main providers of movie licensing are Swank Motion Pictures Inc. and Criterion. So simply just let them know the title that you're looking to license, and they will facilitate your purchase of the appropriate license based on the scope of your event. Now, do you need to get a license for this very short-term pop-up situation? Probably not. You may be able to get away without one. If not, the company usually just sends a cease and desist slap on the wrist. Honestly, my advice would be just to go ahead and kiss the ring and pay the fees. So that way you can have peace of mind and enjoy your event without fear of ending up on the naughty list. So go ahead, transform your business for a weekend into a winter wonderland. Or, like a totally rad 80s theme, set up areas and backdrops where people can take cool looking rad photos to share. Now be sure that your brand is visible in the background of all of those Insta snaps. And encourage people to share their photos with a branded hashtag or maybe even a watermark. Or you can be foolproof and actually have your logo on the backdrop where the photo is being taken, so that way it's always in the shot. Or you can even offer limited special products with special label made just for the event. Okay, so let's say you own a boutique that is a bath and body products company, okay? Maybe you can change your boring old rose-scented lotion into pretty and pink lotion. Or Can't Buy Me Love candles. Or how about this? Spaceballs scented bath bombs. Now there's some free ideas for you, you filthy animal. Merry holidays. And with that, it's time for me to board my sleigh and head back to the North Pole and help Santa get ready for the big game tomorrow. And of course, by that I mean it's time for me to go and I check with the boss man to see if he needs anything before I head out for a long winter's nap. Merry whatever, and happy Festivus for the rest of us. And until we meet again, stay healthy, stay positive, and enjoy the holiday. Bye!